Guys, it's Sonny from Think to Win, and here I am with another deck profile. This time I will be sharing with you my Budget Shadow Paladin BT12 Post-BT12 build with Dark Metal Dragon that I use until I get all my Diarmuids and Raging Forms for Revengers. Let's start with the starter, Spinbar Revenger. I don't have Creeping Dark Goat, I believe it's expensive. And this is the only alternative to basically Clothes and what's his face, Full Bow and the 6k vanilla starter, which is useless. This one I commit to this one because it can actually plus, because when it boosts a limit break 4 card, basically Mordred Phantom in the deck, then you can put it into the soul and draw a card. Alright, then let's continue with the triggers. First, I'm running 8 criticals. All of them have different darts, so basically I'm using all the possible critical triggers available for Shadow Paladin. If you have this, because of the very dart, people kinda confuse how much I'm running. That's the only reason why I'm running it. Then 4 heals, once again very dart, just for the sake of variety. Then last 4 draw triggers. Basically draw triggers, they are needed in this deck to plus. Then we have 4 perfect guards. One of them is the Revenger perfect guard, because yeah, as you've seen in my box opening, I pulled it, so I put it in. Then we have 8 Karens, 8k booster. With Mordred Phantom and Dark Metal Dragon you can hit 21 and 22k respectively, which is hard to guard against for 11k Vanguards. It's for pressure value. Then I have 3 Revengers. One is Varys, basically the counter blast 1, get 1k, and the 10k attacker. I put them in because unfortunately I only have 1 Maca. So I had to put in the Tar2 that I pulled in my box, so as to get more pluses and easier field setup with those 2 cards. Then I am running 7k Arianrod. It's good, it's a Gojo clone, turn it sideways, throw out a card and get a new one. It's good for hand filtering if you have bad hands and stuff. Then I am running 5 of the 10ks, all of them with different arts. Original Rugos, new Rugos with his amazing Psycho Smile, and Dordona, basically from the Cavalry of Black Steel extra booster. And then running Tar2 and Maca, they have the same functions, but with Maca I can get the Karens usually, and with Tar2 I only get the Revengers. Usually the Revengers stay in the deck. So basically I can always get one out for plussing, that they make easier the field setup, and of course you can get them out with the Break Ride. Basically they get 5k and you can immediately activate their abilities, so you get more cards on the field for the price of 1 when you Break Ride. Then 2 Nemens. Basically I'm running Nemen because it's good for hand size plussing, because basically you can counter blast 1 when she's called to a rear guard, so as a Vanguard she doesn't have an ability. As a rear guard, counter blast 1, throw out 1 card from your hand, usually a draw trigger, and draw 2 new cards, so basically you can get better hands with it. Then I'm running 3 Blessed Dark Spirits. Basically when you get them from the deck, usually only with Mordred Phantom, counter blast 1 and kill a grade 2 or lower in the front row. Basically it's good to kill the 12k attackers and even the 10k attackers when you want, so your opponent has to replace them. But they come with the annoying other skill that even if somebody attacks it with a draw trigger, it has to die even if you guard. It's an ability. Whenever it is targeted by an attack, you have to immediately kill it. You can't guard it. So it's basically a glass cannon. Then we have the Break Rides. Mordred Phantom, I think one of the best Break Rides in the game. Basically 11k, 13k attacker, and also when at limit break 4 you ride any Shadow Paladin over it. even itself, counter blast 1, get out 1 card of your choosing from the deck, and give it 5k. Very consistent, good to get Makas and Tartus, and also other cards as well when you have a full field already and you only need attackers or boosters respectively. Then we have the start of the deck. Dark Metal Dragon. For some reason he always comes out into my hand. Nearly in all of my starting hands I always have at least one of him. And I mean at least, because there was a time when I had all 4 in my hand in some matches, which is kinda bad because I can't guard for Jack. And that's one problem that I had this weekend, is because I think I didn't pile shuffle correctly or enough, is because the 2 versions of the deck was either grade stock or grade 3 rush. Basically I had all my grade 3s, usually these guys. Riding him first is not really good, but that's really in all Shadow Paladins deck right now, because you want him so you can plus medley. So basically riding anything first, other than Modern Phantom, even if it's Raging Form Dragon, Diarmuid or whatever, it's bad, because this guy hands you so much plussing and gives 10k to the Vanguard that it's a waste not to ride him. So usually, even if I have to ride something else first, I usually ride over it so I can get the plus later on. But yeah, he is pretty standard from BT4, gets 2k where Shadow Paladin is drive check, so basically in a pure Shadow Paladin deck, right, like this one, he's a 14k attacker on the Vanguard circle. He comes with the downside that as a rearguard he's useless. But yeah, I was really just going for hipster value, because nobody is going to run it or even know about this card, and also it comes in an SP, that's the only reason. And like this, I have an MN SP and the Blaster Dark SP in this deck, that's the only reason I went with him. And also, as a budget build, I think he kinda works the best next to Venomous Brass Dragon, because he's a 15k limit break attacker, making it better to combo with him if you have to use him. But I recommend Creeping Dark Goat, because this doesn't really do that much. And Creeping Dark Goat at least filters your deck, but it's $20, so yeah, it's annoying. And this is also a 10k, but really, really, the only 11k Shadow Paladin Vanguard right now is Raging Form, and he's expensive as hell. But yeah, I went with hipster value for him and also for Bling Bling, because these are all double R and an SP, while this one is only an R. And everybody knows this guy, because everybody who bought the trial deck knows what this card is. And really, I will tell you the other alternatives that you might be able to run if you want. It's Ildona, Phantom Blaster Dragon and Phantom Blaster Overlord. These are all SP, but that's just me, because I was running these cards and I got this one from somewhere. And also there's the Cursed of Witch Charms Ethane, but I think that card is a bit tricky with the timing and everything. But it can be fun, but I didn't play it yet. Ildona, Limit Break 4, Counter Blast 2, kill 2 cards and get 3k after drawing 2 cards. I think because he's a 10k and also he needs to activate his ability to be a 13k attacker effectively, otherwise he's useless. And I believe that even when he came out in both Japanese and English, he was already expensive when he came out, and right now doing a Counter Blast 2 at Limit Break and killing 2 of your rear guards just to get 2 cards is ridiculously expensive right now. But that's just me. If you want, you can try it out, but I think he is not that good anymore. Not that he was good at all. Then we have Phantom Blaster Dragon. He is 11k when Blaster Dark is in the soul, which already makes him kind of bad, because you need to commit to his right chain. And yeah, I think he didn't really age that well either. And BT04 right chains are either Sector Grade 1 or you have a vanilla starter, which is not that good in my opinion. and he is counterblast to kill 3 rear guards just to get 10k and 1 critical. I think that skill is used much better right now in Tachikaze. He didn't age well, although he has one of the best artists in the game, but I don't think he really aged that well. And then now we have his Crossfight form, Phantom Blaster Overlord. He's 13k when Phantom Blaster Dragon is in the soul. And basically, he's Counterblast 3, throw out a copy of itself, and get 10k and an extra critical. He was ridiculously expensive when he came out, and he is even more ridiculously expensive right now. He doesn't do that much, so he doesn't plus you. He is not that good of a pressure unit because he doesn't withstand, so basically it's just one attack, get perfect guarded, and goodbye. So basically I don't think these guys aged well. If you don't want to run Dark Metal Dragon, if you don't have Creeping Dark Goat, then just go with Venomous Brass Dragon because he's a useful rear guard which can hit 12k when it attacks in the rear guard position. So I believe that as budget builds right now you can either run him or him because Phantom Blaster Dragons are still expensive. Overlord is not expensive anymore, but he is not that good. And this one is like toilet paper in value. So yeah, and Cursed Charm Attain, I think you might be able to use him. You can get him from packs. It's a double R. It's quite cheap, going for, I don't know, below $10 or even $5. I don't know, but really, if you want to run attacking Vanguards which hit high numbers, run this one. If you want a strategical Vanguard, run Witch of Cursed Charm Attain. That's what I can say for normal Shadow Paladin. For Revengers, right now, it's either Diarmuid or Raging Form Dragon. The only thing else that you have is the Counterblast 113k attacker, but who would want to run that? It's useless. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys liked the video, and see you guys in the next video.